Oh my goodness, this is one of my favorite hip and knee flexion workout with ankle weights. My ankle weights are 5 pounds. You can use any weight. I wouldn't recommend anything past 5 pounds if it's your first time, because 5 pounds is going to feel like a lot. But if you're in any way deconditioned, I would recommend using 1, 2, 3, 4 pounds as is just enough as well. So you're going to be on your stomach, prone. Legs are hip distance apart. Try not to rest the feet on each other here. Neutral pelvis, meaning you're going to press the pubic bone down into the mat and draw the belly in. That's Augustus. Anytime I'm on the floor, he thinks I'm there for him. All right, so it doesn't matter the speed you move at. It's more about the control. Our bodies want to kind of skip over sections, so I want you to show control at 1 degree, 2 degree, 3 degree, all the way controlled. Bring the heels to your butt as much as you can, keeping neutral pelvis and that pubic bone down. If your hips start to lift off, you will stop the motion and just keep checking it each round. I do 3 to 6 reps depending on how much patience I have, or sometimes I do 10. It's up to you. If there's any spot that you want to rush over or feel instability or bounciness, please hold there and just give your body a moment to kind of adapt to that force being applied at that degree of knee flexion. So I absolutely love this workout. Now, so I'm just opening the legs so my hips are abducted. This is going to be a little more challenging. Keeping the hips down, draw the heels to the bottom. Controlling the motion at all degrees. Belly is drawing in. Trying to keep my feet as neutral as possible. I don't want to be pointing my feet, and I don't want to dorsiflex my feet. I look a little over pointed. I probably need to relax my feet a little bit. 3 to 6 reps, like I said again, just time and patience. If you're not feeling the work, I really try to drive that pubic bone down and keep neutral pelvis. Our hips want to flex and booty kind of pop. So if you're not feeling the work at the knee, then find neutral pelvis by pressing that pubic bone down. All right, so the next point, we're going to bend the leg and work on external rotation at the hip. We're bent at 90 degrees and we're lowering the ankle towards the back of the other knee, only as much as we can, keeping the left hip down here. The left hip's going to want to come up and the pelvis is going to want to go with the ankle weight. You have to keep the pressure of the pelvis or the thigh down to keep the pelvis neutral. So we're just working on the femur rotating in the hip. Holding for 6 seconds and then rotating it back to the ceiling. 3 to 6 sets. And then we'll repeat on the opposite side. Same procedure. Once again, if you're not feeling the work, you've got to find the opposition. So we're trying to wring out the hip here. So if the pelvis is moving, then we're probably not finding the wringing out as well enough. We have to hold the pelvis still as the leg rotates. My hips feel so happy after this fine tuning that I do on a regular basis, like weekly. So now I'm going into internal rotation here. I'm bending both legs to 90 degrees. I'm trying to keep the inner thighs engaged, neutral pelvis, okay? It doesn't matter if the inner thighs are touching. It's just that they're engaged and not moving apart any further. Feet are neutral, or I'm kind of reaching through my heels to engage my lower leg. Holding for 6 seconds, really making sure my pubic bone is down and belly is drawing in. See, I lost it a little there. So I reset it. And we're doing 3 to 6 reps. All right. Excellent ab exercise and good abduction for the hip. Flexion and abduction of the hip. Legs bent in tabletop position. Inhale, opening the knees as wide as they can. You'll feel that belly work. Only go as much as you can, keeping the belly drawing in, and then draw the legs back together. Here is a progression, doing it with the legs straight. I would say if you're struggling with the legs bent, keep the legs bent.